Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Screen Chronicles. I'm Steve. With me, as always, is Yankee Doodle Dandy, also known as Colby.
Yes, and we are in Salem, Massachusetts for the KICASS event. There it is behind us.
Wow, that's it.
Pretty nice hotel here downtown Salem. Elaine and Shawnette have been awesome. They're putting this event together. They are Pinky Swear Productions. They put this KICASS event together. We've got Last Kingdom actors going to be here, Outlander actors. We've got knights wearing 14th century armor. We're going to be doing melee and one-on-one battles and walking around the event. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So we're here. We're going to this is more of kind of a vlog, kind of what we did with Bernard Cornwell sort of at the beginning. Don't know if we're going to be filming the panel that we're moderating here today, but we'll show you what we can.
Not today.
Or tomorrow, or whenever it is.
Saturday.
Today is Thursday, I think. So whenever we can, whatever we can show you, we will show you. Otherwise, we're just going to show you around here.
Going to Boston tonight for a baseball game.
Boston.
Go Yankees. I'm excited, dude.
I'm excited.
It'll be fun.
This is great. And we're together again in the flesh.
Which is just how it needs to be.
Yes.
It's great.
It's a good time. So, thank you all, and something else. Woohoo! So check it out.
Something else, too.
Bam! What do they do? They feed them blue? We're trying to figure out how these trees are blue. You know, what do they feed them blue?
Seeds do they do? Mega seeds? Oh, mega seeds.
Mega seeds.
Oh, it says right there. Why are these trees blue?
Nah, it's probably not right.
Because they painted them. It's called blue paint.
It's the environment. It's a statement.
The environment.
Environment. So save the blue trees, because there's not many left. Whoa. Whoa. Two Steves. That's what the world needs. Say go Yankees! Woo!
Go Dodgers!
First base open. A chance now for around anybody's heater. A drive to deep center field. The Yankees have now won 3 out of 4 against the Red Sox this year. 3 more remaining.
Here we are. We had the first day setting up. Colby's very anxious to go here. Colby, how you feeling? How you feeling right now?
Great.
Feeling great?
Feeling great.
You're not anxious at all? So we're here, we're backstage, right, Colby? We're backstage. Getting ready to moderate the panel here.
Fun? It's fun.
Got some guests over there in the wing. Some people out there.
said this to her. He said, "If you're with me, baby, we can go."
Her act. She's doing something. Oh my God! You got more?
So everyone, we just got done monitoring some panels inside at KICASS, Colby and I. It was a great time. We're about to watch some knights fight now. Actually, we have one of the knights here today. Can you tell us a little about who you are and what's going on here? What are we going to see today?
My name is Simon Rohrich, and thanks for recognizing me from my Night Fight episode 10.
Yeah.
And what we're doing here is a documentary and benefit for Steel Soldier. And Steel Soldier is a documentary about how our sport, which is uniquely violent, also is uniquely therapeutic to people dealing with PTSD issues, because it trains them how to deal with adrenaline spikes and panics while following rules.
Yeah.
So they get practice at it and they get used to it, so that when they have an episode in normal life, they're accustomed to it and they can make good decisions. And it's helping people get off meds, it's saving people's lives, it's marriages and everything else, because people are able to drop all of their meds because they're able to do this instead.
What got you into it? What got you into doing this?
Well, I've been fighting in armor since 1994.
Oh, wow.
And I LARPed for many of those years in the SCA. And then in 2012, I was asked to be on the first U.S. team to go overseas and try this new European blood sport, which is a really brutal armored combat thing. And so I was part of the first team. That was the first 29 guys to be on there, and I've been on every U.S. team since, and helped bring the sport to the United States. And then I also kind of helped plant the seed for the documentary as well. So they asked me to come and interview for the documentary, even though I'm not a veteran myself.
Yeah.
Domestic violence survivor and trauma.
This goes, and what's your plan when you're going out there? What do you do?
My specialty is using a two-handed axe. My plan is to always hit somebody from behind when they're not expecting it. Blindsides and horrible things are encouraged in our sport, and so that's what I specialize in. I'll be doing a pole-arm duel here later with a new guy, so I'm going to be nice.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple world championships under my belt in the 5 versus 5 melees and the poling, so I'm just kind of taking it easy. You know, I'm the oldest dude here, I think, almost. So I gotta watch my knee. I got a torn ACL, so I got a knee brace on underneath here. Yeah. But so my job is to just hit people from behind, hopefully with an axe, so they drop.
Can you tell us about how heavy your armor is?
This armor's about 80 pounds. About 80 pounds, but it's distributed. So the leg armor hangs off of your waist, and then the body armor hangs off your shoulders and stuff. So it's not like it's 80 pounds on your back like a backpack would be. It's more like 40 and 40 or 30 and 70 or whatever. So, but yeah, this is German 14th century. We've modified some of the things to make it a little more safe, because we've got to go to work in the morning. So, the shoulders are a little bigger. We call them Warhammer 40K shoulders because they're actually a little bigger than the period shoulders, but they have better coverage. Because you can see when you're fighting, you don't want that gap exposed. You only got to hit with a two-handed axe in the gap here, so the shoulders come back a little further than normal.
Awesome.
Very cool. Solid steel. Some of it's spring steel, some of it's carbon steel. Most of this stuff I've been wearing for over a decade, doing this kind of sport. So,
how long does it take you to get all suited up?
About 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It can be faster if you're in a hurry, or if you have like a squire or somebody assisting you that's done it before that knows your armor, you can get it done in 5.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yeah, so you have a YouTube channel too. You were just telling us about.
I do. Simon Rohrich on YouTube. I'm the only Simon Rohrich on the planet. So,
all right.
Nice. That's nice.
SIMONROHRICH, and you'll see me on there.
Are you on anything else? You on Instagram or
I'm on
Twitter?
Instagram under my same name. I have a public Facebook page, same name. It's nice being the only one. So you just type my name into the internet and you'll find everything you want.
Are you a fan of?
Wikipedia page and a patent portfolio, and you'll find all kinds of other stuff.
Are you a fan of the Last Kingdom?
Of course.
Very good.
Yeah.
Do you know the books?
I didn't read the books. I actually got introduced to the TV show first, and now I'm going to read the books because you know, I fly around a lot, and I always want books to read when I fly.
There is a Rohrich in the books.
Really?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There's
Oh.
one of the characters named Rohrich. He's
Cool.
not in the show, but in the books.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think he's a badass too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get compared to Arvid from the Northman a lot.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I look like him. I have the squinty eyes and everything. I'm kind of built like a fire hydrant, and he's like super strong, but he's kind of like nice, you know. Yeah. Cool. So I get compared to that guy a lot.
I haven't seen Northman yet. We have to check that out.
Hilarious. It's like a Danish.
No, Northman.
Oh, the comedy.
Not the new
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Arvid is. I think it's a hilarious show. It's different humor, but it's good.
Yeah, it's definitely like a foreign humor. You definitely get a sense of that. But
Yeah.
it is hilarious. It's worth watching.
Well, hey, we'll let you get ready. Thank you so much again.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. I'll see
Thank you
guys
for taking
later.
the time.
We'll be partying and having some beers later.
We definitely will. Good luck to you.
You'll see a lot of these tablets here that Gary's wearing. Gary here is the head of the Steel Legion. And we found doing combat sports. Yeah, give him a hand for that, because that's an amazing is I'm actually working on, you'll see cameras out here, we're working on a documentary that's called Steel Soldier, and the concept of it is combat sports have been proving lately to be extremely helpful to people with PTSD, and especially combat veterans. It works as an immersion therapy. It comes with a built-in community of like-minded people. It gives you goalposts that keep you moving forward and keep you motivated. And we've met people throughout this sport who have credited Armored Combat with giving them the traction they need in order to keep moving forward after returning to the civilian world from deployment. So, Steel Legion seeks to publicize that knowledge, attract veterans who might be in need of the sport, and to help get them in armor and fighting in order to give them the tools that they need to readapt to civilian life. Gary, do you want to say anything about that, about anything here today, or are you good to go? I'm good to go right now. All right, sounds good. Gary wants to fight, so we're going to do that. All right. All right, looks like we're getting ready to kick off this first round, everybody.
These guys are taking a break now. Can you tell me how did you get into it? How did you start out?
Honestly, how I started into it was 2016. My son came up to me. We were actually kind of watched some things on YouTube, heard about SCA, and one of my cousins was doing SCA.
And that's Society for Creative Anachronism, right?
Yeah.
That's the LARPing.
Right.
LARPing.
So we went to a couple classes for that, like practice sessions. We started buying gear for that and did a little bit of practice, and I was just like, I don't know. I was telling the kid on the way home, I was like, he was only 16 at the time, and I'm like, this really isn't cutting it. And the next weekend, he came up to me with a YouTube video of this, Armored Combat. And he's like, Dad, you need to do this. And we got a hold of Jay up at the Knights Hall and went up and watched the practice. Then we went up and watched the fight the following weekend and started training the following weekend. And for 3 weeks, I was in armor fighting.
Awesome.
And my kid, he's right here next to you. He trained with us until he turned 18 and got to fight his first fight in Scotland at the World Championship. On his birthday. In the all-in-all. So that was pretty intense.
What branch of military were you in, too?
Infantry Army.
Awesome. So what's it been like for you then back and now you're transitioning to this? And what's it been for like
you know, he thought it would help me mentally and give me something to do and be able to get out there and fight again and be around people who wanted to fight. And 100% agreed with him. And the community, civilian or military, has been a huge support because we all go through traumas. PTSD is both-sided. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Everybody goes through something, and we're here to stand together and fight it.
Yeah. Where did you serve?
I served with 227 Wolfhounds out of Hawaii and Iraq and Afghanistan. Kunai.
Well, thank you for your service, too. Thank you for that.
Appreciate it. But this whole documentary wouldn't really kick forward if it wasn't for this man here, Simon, putting a bug in my ear about 6 years ago.
Yeah. Can you tell us about what the documentary is, too? Can you tell us?
The military is the model for the documentary, and but like I said, it goes into the civilian side. PTSD affects everybody. So, but the documentary is for suicide and prevention and PTSD awareness.
And it's called The Steel Soldier.
Steel Soldier documentary.
Do you know when that's going to be released or anything?
No, but you can go onto their website and watch the trailers for it. This is our first event that we're doing that we're filming for the documentary.
Gotcha. And if people wanted to reach out to you, is there a way they could get to you through like social media?
Yeah, what if they wanted to donate?
Or donate?
Yeah, you can donate on the Steel Soldier documentary website and Facebook page. They have a link for that.
Great. Who are you guys here? Can you tell us your names too?
I'm Cat Brooks.
I'm Marie Brooks. He's my brother.
Oh, siblings.
Yes.
Awesome. How'd you guys get into this?
I was born into this. We kind of born into this.
Yeah.
Family thing.
Our dad's been fighting for like over 50 years or something like that. So we were just raised fighting.
That's right. You said it was your dad who brought the sport to America.
Yep.
Right. That's awesome.
He was on the first group of knights that went over and fought in Poland for the first time and brought it back to America.
That's awesome. So when did you guys start?
I've been fighting in armor since I was 16, but I've been fighting specifically steel since I was 25 and I'm 34 now.
I didn't really get into fighting until I was about like 22, 23. I was just kind of kicking around, trying a bunch of other stuff. I played baseball for a little while, and then just none of it was hitting right. And so I came home and I started training at the family gym, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. So I started around 22, 23.
So what's it like for you? Was it women? Were always women in the sport then?
Yes and no. There was a period of time where, like, internationally, women weren't even allowed to be near the list. But that has matured over time, and now we have like 10 teams of women's. There's a massive women's team in Texas. We have a big women's team here in New England. There's women's teams across the country, across the world, and they're really good. They fight just as hard as men.
Do you like when you're fighting just women, or do you like the co-ed, or what do you like more?
It depends. Like a day like today, I don't mind the co-ed fights because we're here for fun. It's not like hard competitive, but like if I want a competitive fight, I want to fight somebody sized a little bit more towards me. Yeah.
You're like 160?
I'm like 170, 175. Yeah. And so like even the dude who is my height and size just is likely going to have a little bit more of an advantage on me. So I'm just like, I'd rather not.
Yeah,
we saw you take the flag, though, right?
I did. I was very stoked about that. Thank you. I was very stoked about that. I did not think I was going to do that today.
How about you? What's it like being a sibling team for you guys together? What's it like?
Oh, it's great. I love fighting with Marie. It's cool because I know that they have my back when I'm out there fighting. And the other cool thing is I'm usually fighting like one of the biggest, strongest dudes on the other team, just because that tends to be my role. And they always show up at like a great time as like a wonderful monkey wrench and just help me win that fight. So
there was actually a moment earlier today where it was Kat and myself and one of our friends Chuck, and it was two of us on him. And in the back of my mind, I knew Kat's gonna hold him, I'm gonna chop, we're gonna do this, and that's just kind of how it goes.
I think I saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so your fiance, you said he's in sport too. Is that how you met?
It is actually. We met at Clinton. We did. So we talked like this much on Facebook for a minute. We finally met in person at one of the national events in South Carolina in 2020, just before the big like pandy happened and everything.
Did you fight before you dated, or was
we did not. I mean, he did. Like we fought independently of each other. But
so your brother
he fought my fiance before I did.
Nice.
Yeah. But no, we met at a national. Yeah, we met at a national tournament, and then we're getting married at another steel festival that we're having in August.
Cool. Yeah, it's called Valhalla. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And if people want to find you guys, how do they find you guys on social media?
Find us at the Knights Hall on Facebook or thenightshall.com. We're very easy to find. We are the first steel fighting school in America. So like the school's been around for like 9 years at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have tons of like gold medalists who come out of our gym. So we'd love to have more people to train, more people to fight with.
For sure.
What's it like for if someone who was new they wanted to get into this? What would it be like?
I'll get half of it. I'll have you give the other half.
Yeah.
So we start off. We have them in gis like most martial arts. So you wear your gi like you're in a traditional. And we do a lot of grappling and wrestling, and then we do a lot of striking stuff.
We do a lot of striking stuff. We have various levels of fitness classes. They're both Tabata like HIIT workouts. One of them's a little bit lighter. It's not like as long as another one that we have. So we run two. One of them is sort of just to like. For the folks that are just like, oh, I'm just moving for the first time in so many years, we have classes geared towards that. More folks that like really want to be more athletic, more competitive, more physical. We have fitness classes geared towards that. We also have striking classes that both myself and my fiance run. We go over all different types of weapons formats. Everybody starts in Sword and Shield because Sword and Shield is really just like a really good format to start understanding your body mechanics and how to manipulate a sword and where your stance is and how it differs from other martial arts. Sorry, go ahead.
We very much follow the MMA model on how they train competitors. So the fitness elements are very important, and then the basically branching out into other aspects of the martial arts. So like the striking sports or the grappling aspects, we want to make well-rounded fighters. So we definitely follow kind of the MMA model.
For sure.
Well, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on to Screen Chronicles, Mark.
I'd love you to come on.
No, that's a very good cheese combat. All those.
Alright people, so we just finished up KICASS. We just took actually a ghost tour around Salem here. It was a great time. This was our first in-person event, actually besides Burton Cornwall obviously. Colby, what did you think?
It was a good time. I think it's such an honor to meet not only the Last Kingdom guys, but also the actors from Outlander that were here, because we're also big Outlander fans. So just pretty surreal to like hang out with them and interview them on stage and everything. It was really great.
Yeah, we got to hang out outside the convention too with these people, and
wonderful people. They're so nice.
Yeah, they were really interacting with the fans, and the fans got to really interact with them.
I would say they went above and beyond, like, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Big thank you to Shawnette and Elaine for organizing the event and inviting us to moderate. With our co-moderator, Maria T, it was lovely. One of the things that like really wowed me today was the Steel Legion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd never seen anything like that live. Like,
No.
we've been to Renaissance Fair, we've been to medieval times, dinners. These guys dressed up like 14th century knights, and these are big people. Like these are
big dudes.
These are tanks
Yeah,
and
big
female.
men,
There's
men, women. Obviously,
there's
you
some
saw.
women warriors in this, and they like meleeed and they one-on-one battled, like single combat. Like it was nuts. And
Yeah.
they were trucking each other. Like not even holding back. Like they hit each other as hard as they could.
Yeah.
They talked a lot about how it was therapeutic. They talked a lot about how it helps with veterans and help dealing with PTSD. And
Yeah, definitely make sure to check out the documentary for that whenever it comes out. I'm sure it's a Netflix documentary. I'm sure it's someday.
Steel Soldier.
Steel Soldier.
Axe throwing.
Actually, we won. We won, obviously, the axe throwing event. Canute, Magnus Brune, Eivor took home the individual.
No comment.
No comment. No comment. No offense to the Finnan for the axes that were thrown at him.
Flat Finnan was there and pinned up against the target.
That was, for the record, that was an old Finnan that they were going to get rid of anyways because they had a new Finnan. And then Breslov needed some revenge.
Some Harry Anton.
So that's where it started from. So that was that. But everyone was so great. It was so cool talking to everyone and getting some more insight and just meeting people that we've talked to, online and through Zoom, seeing them in person for the first time. And I think they were really excited and surprised to see us too. It was definitely some of the ones I was thinking would be like taller were shorter, and the ones I was thinking maybe were average were like tall.
Yeah.
So
most of them were on the taller side, actually.
Yeah, most of them were on the taller side for sure. Hope you enjoyed this video here, more of a vlog. We weren't able to record the panels, unfortunately, but most of the things we've talked about with them already. So if you haven't already listened to it with our talks with people from the Last Kingdom, make sure you check those out. Everyone who was at the event we've talked to in the past, except for the Outlander people, which we are hoping to get into down the line here, which I think is going to be great because they were great to talk to and great to meet. They were really funny.
They were hilarious.
Caitlin, Lauren, Cesar, Tim and Tom.
Tim and Tom were the two funniest people. They were so
my God. They were amazing. So again, thanks to Elaine and Shawnette for having us. Thanks to all the fans. Thanks for the talent. I'm very worn out. This is the most socializing I've done.
It's been a lot of work
consecutively.
We got to be a part of a lot of their first baseball game, which was a treat for me to kind of teach some of them.
Yeah, that's right.
About some of the basic rules of baseball, and Harry Anton was actually getting really deep into the rules. So he was very curious about the game, and he really had a good time. Treat for me. And the Yankees won. Beat the Red Sox.
Ooh, and this is what game won tonight? This is
They're playing right now.
Oh, so it's not April 10th today, Sunday. So we'll see what happens there.
June 10th.
We're a few months ahead. Actually, I'm getting an update. It is June. It's June 10th. It's not
July
April.
10th.
I'm gonna be done telling you the date.
It's July 10th.
I'm gonna be done telling you the date, people. But yeah, any final thoughts?
It was an awesome, honestly, more than a weekend, almost a week. We've been here kind of straight. We are exhausted. We got to get back do our other jobs. And
Can't wait to
this
go
is
back.
kind of the
Can we go back to
But we're just so honored to have been asked to do this, and hope to have these opportunities again in the future, for sure.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking definitely some more people. We're going to be covering more shows. We're trying to branch out some more, do some different things. You know, we did something like this with Burn and Coral in the past, and let us know if there's anything you want to see us do in person, or any other ideas, or what you thought of this. You know, but otherwise, it's like we always say, goodbye, and destiny is all.